I made this iced coffee yesterday, but I put it in the freezer to cool it down and forgot about it. So I'm drinking it today. And it was like up to here, just frozen. Sorry I'm talking softly, I'll try and turn up the volume. Just people are around and I don't want to disturb them. Today I wanted to talk about my braids. When I was getting them, there wasn't much on YouTube, but at least for like this specific type of braid I wanted, so I just thought I would talk about them in case you're looking for braids more this aesthetic, if that makes sense. Because I didn't necessarily want box braids or micro braids, and these are kind of in the middle. Like, they need to come out right now. They're growing out and you can tell that my natural hair is like puffing out, which I personally like, but it's getting to the point I should probably take them out. I'm kind of scared to take them out just because I've never had them before and I don't really know what the process is like. I know you're supposed to cut up until where your natural hair is so it's shorter, but I'm worried because what's grown out, it's starting to twist and like dread almost, and I'm scared to have to like pick it through. Detangling is just going to be hellish. It's not gonna be good. This is my first time having them, the braids, and I loved it. Like, I'm going to get them again in like a month or so because it was just so easy. I had them over the summer, which was like perfect, except for I'm a huge swimmer. I teach swimming lessons and I was just always at the lake this summer, so other than them dripping for like a couple hours after them getting wet, they were great. And lake water, it was just a hassle having to clean them right after being in the lake and it being such a job because I just didn't want lake water drying in them and getting them musty and stuff. Other than that, just so easy. I got them done from a girl in Toronto who's like known for braiding. I can't do them myself. I don't know how. I really want to teach myself because braiding hair only costs around $45 in Canadian money. So that's fairly cheap. That's really cheap actually. And if I can figure out how to do it myself, which I think a lot of girls braid their own hair, it would just be so easy to do. I need to learn how to do that. I went in and my inspiration was Zoe Kravitz. I saw her on Big Little Lies and I just loved her hair. So I wanted to get something similar to that. And so I asked my hairdresser and she was like, oh, she's very popular, like a lot of girls want braids like her, so she knew exactly what to do. It's important when you're getting your hair done to talk to your hairdresser and be like, no, I don't want that, or like, can you do this? Just because they're always, trust me, they want to do what you want, and so just don't be afraid to correct them. It's hard to see now because the grow out, but she started braiding them in a grid pattern, and I personally don't really like that. I like more random, and you can see in my roots that it's like, it's not necessarily straight grid, which I prefer. Halfway up my head it's in a grid and I just asked her to change. Next time going in I'm gonna just do full, like random. And she also took, like this is a lot of hair. It might not look like it, but my braid is just massive, like I'll show you. But next time I'm definitely gonna ask her to use less hair in each braid, if that makes sense. Cause look at this braid. It's a rope. Like I could drag a car with this, I think. Like if I just tied it to a car and it's thick. I like thinner braids. And I like Zoe's, but Zoe has half her head shaved, so then it's like she's just gonna have thinner braids because she has half the braids I do. Oh gosh. For some reason I've gotten worse at drinking things. Like, I just can't handle such a big mouth hole thingy. It just spills. Gotta wait another hour for that to melt. Literally, I have to wait so long to finish my coffee. Anyways, I should just like probably put it in the microwave or something, but I'm too lazy. So the next thing, to make it more like Zoe-esque, what she did was in each braid, she let out some of the braiding hair, like randomly. Mostly in the front, not all over, just where it's framing my face. That was key in getting the look I wanted. And it just like, it makes the braids like flow into each other more naturally, I find, and just like gives them this, I don't know what it is. this more natural look to them, if that makes sense. I also got her to leave out almost half the braid. So you can see the braid stops and there's still a lot of hair left over. And Zoe has it, sometimes her leave out like starts like right here, so it just looks like straight weave. You can't leave it out past your own hair, and my hair goes down to about here. So this was as much leave out as I could get, which is like perfect. As far as washing goes, I didn't do any research before getting them, which is just so stupid. But I know you're supposed to spray it with, like, get a spray bottle, mix shampoo and water and spray your hair that way. But I just don't have a spray bottle and never got around to getting it. The second time I get my braids, I'm definitely gonna like do everything properly. But I would just like put shampoo in the parts and rinse it through, and then condition the braid up until where my hair ended and rinse it through. It worked all right. I probably like messed up my roots faster with doing that than spraying them, but you live and you learn. The next thing is sleeping. I sleep on a silk pillowcase, but if I were you, I'd wrap them in like a silk bonnet or something, a silk scarf, and I'm gonna do that next time just because they'll last so much longer than this. Because I'm kind of worried about my natural hair that's coming through. I think it's probably taken a beating. There's little knots. I'm actually really worried to take them out and see what's left under. Sorry I'm so flat in this video and like monotone and quiet. It's just people are right out there, so I'm just like staying low key. Maybe it's also like my energy is low because it's been like 4 hours since in between having one coffee, which I literally left for an hour and taught a kid and had like a bit more to drink. So yeah, I definitely recommend just consuming your whole coffee at once. I think the effects will be a lot better. There's this certain type of person on a motorcycle that every time they pass a pedestrian, they just rev it, so you look at them, I guess, and it just makes me jump, and I'm just like, dude, I can't even see your face under your helmet. Like, I don't know who you are. Just keep going. Like, you could flex, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, he's so cool, I'll tell him next time I see him. Like, sorry for the shit video, but they'll get better eventually, right? There's definitely more I wanted to say about the hair too. The type of hair, if I can find it, I'll put like the name here. I'll update you on how it goes after I take them out. I really, really think it's gonna be not good. I should have taken them out like 2 weeks ago because it's just like, I know my hair underneath isn't healthy. But that's just because I didn't take good care of them. Like, if you get them, this is supposed to be a productive style, so your hair will be okay. Just like do your research, don't be like me. Let this be a part of your research. I should be like what not to do when you get hair braids and just post photos of me living my daily life. I went tubing with them and that probably messed them up. But it didn't, like that's what I'm saying. Like, they're awesome, they're so durable, they just like take care of you. And it's so nice because you literally like, I wake up and I look like this. No, like, stop. Back to what I was saying. I wake up and I look like this minus the makeup and my face being like blotchy and like sleeping all down my face. I don't look like this, but this looks like this. So I've never had longer hair than here, and the second that these were put in, they literally are, they touch my butt. I'll show you. So it's so long, but like the second they're in, I was like, like they just feel so natural. When I take them out, like I'm gonna be with my real hair that I've had for my whole life. I'm just gonna be like, I don't understand you. I mean, if you have curly hair, you understand me. Like I've spent my whole life with my hair and I don't understand it. I'm just like, what are you gonna do today? I don't know. You do you. I might not agree with it, but like, we gotta accept each other. You ever have those talks with your hair? I apologize again for my an enthusiastic personality, but I'll see you soon. Oh, I have like travel videos coming up. I'm going to Aussie, Australia. Anyways, peace out, brother. Bye.